Hey everybody, it's 13th Wolfman. You know what today is? Today is day 24 of the 31 days of Halloween. Yeah, day 24. And today I picked this when I was making up the list, I picked this movie out. I'm like, oh, that's right, this is a really good movie. And then I watched it, I'm like, it's really kind of slow in parts. It's been a long time since I've watched it. The movie stars Lindy Booth, John Bon Jovi, and Jared Padalecki, and that is Cry Wolf. Came out in 2005, and basically the movie is that these pretentious rich kids that go to this private school. They play this game called the Wolf. I don't even think that's the name of it. They just And Lindy Booth, she picks someone to be the wolf, and then everybody else is sheep, and then they have to figure out who the wolf is by accusing somebody, and if their accusation is wrong, then they're out of the game. They play for money, and they start playing that. Well, they don't start, but they play this game for the first time around the new kid, Owen, and it's just, they do it once, they play the game once that way, and then they're like, okay, well, this is kind of boring, let's up the game, let's play with the whole school. And so they invent a killer, that might or might not be based on someone. There's a killing that happened at the very beginning of the movie, and it might or might not be based on that killing, So I don't know. I remember really liking this when I saw it for the first time, and even bought the DVD, the uncut version of the DVD. And when I watched it, I was like, it's an okay movie. It does drag in parts, and when you find out, when you get to the very ending and find out the payoff of who did it and why. It's kind of like, I guess, it's a cool movie to a point. I do like the fact that Lindy Booth, is in it. She was in Wrong Turn like 2 years before this movie came out, and Jared Padalecki, who's probably the biggest name in this thing because before this he was on Gilmore Girls for a few years, and then he was. I think this is probably around season 2 of Supernatural that this came out. Like I said, 2005. They're in their 13th season now. So I mean, you get to see young Jared Padalecki. That's kind of a cool thing. You get to see a young Lindy Booth. But really, other than those two people, nobody else in this movie went on to become anybody. It's just kind of really odd. The look of the killer is, I mean, when they invent the killer, they're like, okay, he's going to have a camouflage jacket, an orange ski mask. They invented a very cool looking killer for the movie. But the movie doesn't hold up. I mean, yeah, they have text messaging, they have IMs back then. That's kind of cool to see how, they're sending pictures to one another. But it's like in one scene, the guy's like, send me a picture. And so she takes a picture, and he's like, well, I'm waiting. She's like, it takes a second, So it's not as instantaneous as it is nowadays, I guess. I honestly don't do that, so I'm really not sure. But back then, I guess it was just a little bit, you had to wait a little bit longer. It's an okay movie. I'm kind of curious what you guys have to say about it. Did anybody else see this movie? Did anybody else like this movie? What are your thoughts on it? Please, always like, subscribe, share, and comment. I want to know. With that, I'm the 13th Wolfman. This is the 24th day in the 31 days of Halloween, and I'm on the prowl.